Good morning, students of class 9. Today we will study chapter 3 once again. In the first video, I have taught you till here, till backslash t. Now, today I am starting from backslash double quote. Okay. Why we use backslash double quote? We use backslash double quote to give double quote to make a string of any word or any sentence. So uh, uh, it needs to appear under the double quotes. If you want to appear any words under the double quote, then you will write like this: system out dot println welcome to backslash double quote computer backslash double quote and world double quote. So this computer is under the backslash double quote and backslash double quote. Okay, so in the output you will see welcome to double quote computer backslash double quote computer backslash and double quote. So this is actually a string value if we are showing here. Okay, next backslash we use to give a single backslash in the output to separate and to arrange our words and sentences. For example, in this output screen you see in this output statement system.out.println selected candidates is double quote plus then double we are writing here this double backslash under this double quote and some double quote Suman Avasthi double quote, this is string separated plus double quote double backslash. So pay attention here, this double backslash is under this double quote, okay, is enclosed with this double quote. Here also this double backslash is enclosed with double backslash. So it will show Suman Avasthi under the single quote. Okay, double backslash we give in the output statement to show the single backslash. Okay, the output will be like this. The selected candidate is single backslash Suman Avasthi single backslash. Okay, so this Suman Avasthi will come under the backslash. Now backslash apostrophe, the backslash single quote. Okay, apostrophe is called single quote in the computer language. Backslash apostrophe, what is the its work? It will give the apostrophe in the word or sentences. Here the character is used to insert a single quote at the point of its appearance in the output message. Okay, like this system out println double quote top ranking student is double quote. So this is the string here, this is separated with double quote, okay, plus double quote single backslash and apostrophe. Okay, so Amit Srivastav backslash a single apostrophe and double quote. Okay, so this will show you the top ranking student is single quote and here also single quote. Okay, Amit Srivastava. Okay, so next token. We will understand token. What is this token? Okay, I am explaining this now. Token, we have to understand what is token. Okay, so each statement in the programming Okay, individual individual component in the programming refer to the token. Okay, so token, we have various type of tokens are available, like literals, identifiers, assignments, punctuators, separators, and operators and keywords. So first of all, I am explaining this literals. Okay, tokens, diagram is given here. Tokens, okay. A identifier, S A represent identifiers. Assignment operators, this is a symbol of assignment operator, equal sign. B identifier, plus is an operator. Okay, C identifier, this is operator, literal, and punctuators. Okay, so we will try to understand each one by one. Okay, first of all, understand this literal. Okay, literals means constants. Constants means what? A constant does not change its value. Okay, it is fixed, permanent. So constant may be a number, an alphabet, okay, any symbol. So literals are the constants in Java program. When you write a program in Java, you may come across some qualities which remain fixed, that does not change. Okay, throughout the execution of the program, such quantities are termed as literals or constants. Literal is also known as constants. Okay, Java literals are available here, integer literals. So try to understand first of all what is integer literals. Integer, you know very well, any number without fraction part is called an integer, like 14, 345, 8, 6392, minus 18. Minus, if any value is coming in minus, even 0 also coming under this integer. Okay, minus 391, etc. Any value if you are giving without decimal point, that is called integer literal. Okay, so we largely use integer literal in the program, Java program. Okay, so this is very important, integer literal. Okay, real literals, when we buy anything, we sell anything, then we count our money in rupees and paise also. So for that we write real literal in the Java programming. So real literals called floating point also. Floating point, when you will shop in any mall, then you will see the round off and floating off, it is written in the bill. It means your decimal point is arranged, managed. Okay, so 24.6, if it is 24.24 rupees and 6 paise if it is coming in the mall, then they will take you 25 rupees. If it is coming 24.4 paise, then they will take only 24 rupees. Okay, why? Because they are rounding off, they are floating your money. So we largely use real literal in the real world for calculation, for money transaction. We use all these real numbers, that is called floating points also. Okay, 0.0072 is also a floating point number. Minus 3.652, this is floating point also. 1.0 e to the power minus 0.3. okay, this is the exponential value, etc. And so many other values you can take in real. Okay, real literals are divided into two types. First is floating point, and second float, and second is double. Okay, that we will study later. Okay, character literals is also divided into two types, single character and string. Okay, if you are writing this, see, this is the single character. Character literals, one letter if we are writing under the single quote, that is called a character literal. Okay, this is A is character literal, small d is character literal. 3, if it is also written under the single quote, this is also counted under this character literal. If any symbol, this asterisk marks is also under this single quote, then we will assume this is also coming under the character literal. Okay, so so many more things we can take. String literal, I have told you, the characters has two types, string and single and string. So string is if we are writing more than one letter under the double quote, that is called string literal. Okay, you see, double quote, computer is written, so this computer is a string literal. Okay, more than one word also we can write. And a string is a set of numeric characters. A group of characters include within a pair of opening and closing double quote. Okay, opening, and this is opening double quote, and this is closing double quote. This is called string literal. Okay, Boolean literals, it will display either true or false. It displays only two things. A Boolean value may be either true or may be false. Okay, so Boolean constants are special literals. They represent true or false. Can be used in Java program. Okay, in so many fields we use Boolean literal. Okay, null literal means no value. Okay, means it is a special purpose literal. It is presented as null. Each letter is lowercase and it is used to initialize an object or reference variable. Okay, means no value, zero, vacuum. Okay, identifiers variables means if any class name, function name are called identifiers. For example, int data types space variable name. Okay, data type, int is a data type, m is a variable. Okay, int means what? Integer data type. Int means in the program you do not write integer. Abbreviation of the integer is int, and space m is a variable, and terminator float p comma q comma r. So three more variable we have taken in float, and one single variable we have taken in int. So two different types of data types we have taken here. Okay, the value assigned to a variable gets stored in the specific location in the memory. Whatever we are taking variable, okay, value here int m, so in the memory m will be stored in integer data type. Okay, so here the same location may replacing existing value. Thus here it is telling that if we are m equal to 5, we are taking an m variable is integer data type and 5 is constant, so m will store in the memory location 5. Okay, in integer data type, m is a variable which is stored in integer type data, and this m is occupying space in the memory. Suppose this is memory, and value of m we are storing in the memory 5, and what is the location in the m variable. Okay, m equal to m into m, 25, so it will come 25, 5 into 5 25. So m into m is also storing in one memory location, that is 25. Okay, in the memory. Roles of naming a variable. Okay, how to name a variable. Okay, a variable may have any number or character. Okay, variable may name may be any number or character, but we have to start from character. Okay, it may contain alphabets, digit, dollar sign, and underscore. Okay, the underscore can be used in between the characters to separate the words of a variable name. The variable name should be meaningful, which easily depicts its purpose. So variable name, whatever you are giving, you give meaningful, that then its meaning will come out properly in the program, and sense of your program will be executed in front of programmer very easily. Okay, assignments are, I have told you already, okay, in the previous video. Assignment operator, this is not an equal to operator, this is an assignment operator, single equal to sign. Okay, we assign the value. Suppose a is a equal to 5, then we are assigning value of a is 5. Okay, in the next time a equal to 6 maybe also. Okay, here you try to understand assignment operator. Store constants in variable using a token assignment symbol. Here the symbol equal acts as an assignment operator. Okay, so first see data type variable assignment operator constant. For example, int m, int, what is this? Data type, integer data type. M is a variable, this is assignment operator, and 15 is constant. Okay, so 15 is stored in the variable m, which is integer type, integer data type. Okay, so 15 will be stored in float n equal to 45.2524 is stored in the variable n, which is float type. Okay, so this value will be stored in float n, and data type is float type, and variable is n, and constant 45.224. char equal to k, and k is a char is a data type, character data type. Chr is a variable, and k is constant. Okay, character constant. String str equal to computer application, this is the value, and string data type, and str is a variable, and this is assignment operator, and computer application under the double quote, that is why it is a string value. Okay, like this we have int a equal to 5, we are long b, long value if you are taking in integer b. Suppose long value, if you are taking long numbers, then you have to show you have to write instead of int long. Float f equal to 3.45, double d equal to 0.00 something is written. More decimal points if you are giving, then instead of float you have to take double. Okay, if you are seeing in your program more decimal points are coming in the program, so don't take double float. Instead of float you take double. Okay, we take double for the large decimal point. Okay, character, this will display single character. Okay, string, it will show as a string value, and boolean either true or false, equal to false, it is written here. Okay, students, next video I am loading very soon. Thank you very much.